This is Ginger and welcome back to the farm. So today I wanted to tell you about what I got from Santa Claus today. And it is the blocker tie clip. In fact, Santa sent me 4 of them. So these are a clip that you can hang up, that you can tie your horse to. It's got a little magnet there on the back side that kind of holds it there. But when your horse is tied up to it, if anything happens, they panic, something breaks or whatever, it'll just pop loose. And the lead rope can also slide in and out, and I'll show you that. It comes with instructions on how to use it. And it also comes with the clip that you clip to the top of this ring here. That way you can just unclip it from where it's at, use it from place to place. I personally don't like this size clip, and I always buy the much bigger ones from like Lowe's or Home Depot. They're a little bit stronger and heavier than the ones that come, you know, with it. And then it also comes with the bolt that you can go and bolt it to the wall or a post or wherever. So that's kind of cool. So here is an example of one. So this is the size that it comes with, but I always use these bigger carabiners to, hook it up to. I can unclip it and take it from here, but see, it's a little bit smaller and a little bit more difficult. If that was a real emergency, it would take me a little bit longer, whereas this one I can just unclip it. So I prefer this size over that size, so you can see the difference there on that. But it hangs here. Just hook it here. I'll show you in a minute how I use it with the horse, but I've got them hanging all over. Of course, I have my handy dandy little hay string there, because you never know. That's a tool that everybody needs with horses. And then I've got a couple, hanging here too. So let's go get a horse and practice using it. Here with Miss Georgia, and I'm just going to show y'all how I tie them up to these. Obviously, these are only 4x4s, so my really thick 6x6s are over by the barn, so I use these on those also. But just bring your pony right on up, and you can just make you a loop. So this is the long side, here is the horse side, and where it curves outward, that's once you need that in the back. And you put your little bunny ear through, clip it, connects to the magnet part. Right, so if she really pulls, she's got to really pull, but it will give, and it can slide all the way out. And when I'm training horses, I have like the 18-foot rope. So if she really pulled back, she could go a pretty far distance back to get some relief. And I like to use that a lot for these young horses that are still learning about how to be tied up. And even, a couple of horses that are really bad at hard tying and have had some issues, in the past. These are really good options, for those horses. My old horse, Cena, couldn't be hard tied. I don't know what happened to her in the past, but if she felt any kind of pressure, even like this, just small amount of pressure like this, she would just bolt backwards. So these things helped a lot with making sure that I didn't have anything break, including her neck. If y'all recall my old horse, Mercy, she had some difficulties, and these things were a lifesaver with that, with preventing her from causing more issues to her neck, and also with not breaking my trailer or fence posts or anything else that I might have had to have her tied up to. So that's one of the reasons why I like these things. If you've got one that's already pretty good at tying, you can do a little bit more with it. So you can make yourself, you know, another little loop, and then go around from the side, and you can connect it that way. So if they pull, it'll tighten up but not really give too much. But if you get into a bind and there's an emergency, you just take your long tail in and you can pull it. That will release, and then it will also go back to sliding through. If you have horses that really like to nose around on this, Cami will definitely take her lips up here and pull this out and pull herself and release herself. So, you know, if you've got a horse that likes to do that, they can easily untie themselves. So a lot of times I would take the tie in, especially if I ever tied up to a trailer, and we'll also have another one farther away that she can't really reach, and use it that way too. I know, you're being so good. But yeah, so that is the blocker tie clip. Again, I use these a lot, especially for my younger horses that haven't quite figured all this out. I personally do not like the idea of hard tying them and letting them just figure it out the hard way like that. Just because I've seen a lot of wrecks and a lot of horses break their necks and cause a tremendous amount of damage to their bodies that makes them useless for riding. And horses have even had to be euthanized due to neck issues from pulling back so hard that they injure themselves. So this is just one way to do that, and I just use this as it helps me with training because it will release if need be, but it's also firm enough that, I mean, they really gotta work at it to do that. It won't just slide out extremely easy, so they can learn to be tied without the dangers of killing themselves, or at least hopefully. Alright, so I'm just going to show you how easy and how fast it is to tie them up to the blocker clips. Done. And I'm not worried about anything breaking, especially her neck.